Meet Maya, a bright student who struggled to remember vocabulary words. She tried everything: flashcards, mnemonics, even singing songs. But nothing seemed to stick. One day, while wandering in the park, Maya stumbled upon a mysterious figure who introduced himself as Max. Max claimed to possess a secret technique that could help Maya master any word she desired. Intrigued, Maya asked Max to reveal his method. Max smiled and whispered, "It's called the shadow technique." Max explained that the shadow technique was a way to connect words with pictures and emotions, making them easier to remember. You see, Maya, our brains are wired to recall things that are meaningful and visual. So, we'll create a mental image that associates with the word, making it stick in your memory like glue. Maya's curiosity was piqued. "That sounds amazing. But how'd I do it?" Max smiled. "Well, first, we need to choose a word. Let's say, computer. Now, imagine a computer in your mind, but not just any computer, one that's special to you. Maybe it's a shiny new laptop or an old desktop with a funny sticker on it." Maya closed her eyes and pictured her family's old computer, the one she used to play games on when she was younger. "I see it," she exclaimed. Max nodded. "Great. Now, imagine a shadow next to the computer. This shadow represents the meaning of the word. For computer, maybe the shadow is a person typing on the keyboard or a robot building a website." Maya's eyes widened as she imagined the shadow. "Wow, I get it. The shadow makes the word more memorable." Max beamed. "Exactly. And that's just the beginning. With the shadow technique, you can learn any word and never forget it." Maya was excited to try the shadow technique with more words. Max gave her a new word: library. Maya closed her eyes and imagined a big library with books from floor to ceiling. Max asked, "What's the shadow for library?" Maya thought for a moment. "A shadow of a person reading a book." Max smiled. "Perfect. Now, imagine the word library written next to the shadow. See the word and the shadow together in your mind." Maya did as Max said. "Wow, it's working. I remember the word and the shadow." Max was happy to see Maya's progress. "You're a natural at this. The shadow technique is like a superpower for your brain." Maya felt proud of herself. She realized that she could use this technique to learn many new words and improve her English skills. Maya and Max practiced the shadow technique with many words. Maya's vocabulary grew, and she felt more confident in her English skills. She started to use the technique on her own, learning new words every day. One day, Maya came across a word she didn't know: perseverance. She tried to imagine a shadow for it. Max encouraged her to think about what the word meant. "It means to keep trying, even when things are hard," he said. Maya thought about a shadow that represented perseverance. Suddenly, an image came to mind: a shadow of a person running a marathon. She imagined the word perseverance written next to the shadow. "Wow, I did it!" Maya exclaimed. "I learned a new word using the shadow technique." Max beamed with pride. "You're a master of the technique, Maya. Your brain is a superpower." Maya's friends noticed her improvement in English and asked her to teach them the shadow technique. Maya was happy to share what she had learned. Together, they practiced with words like responsibility and creativity. As they learned, Maya realized that the shadow technique was not only helping her with English but also with other subjects like history and science. She could remember dates and events more easily, and scientific concepts became clearer. Max smiled when Maya told him about her progress. "I knew you'd be a great teacher, Maya. The shadow technique is a powerful tool for learning anything." Maya felt grateful to Max for introducing her to the technique. She knew that she would always be thankful for his help and guidance. Maya's friends were happy with what they learned. They asked her to teach them more words using the shadow technique. Maya chose simple words like apple and dog. For apple, Maya imagined a shadow of a person eating an apple. For dog, she imagined a shadow of a happy dog wagging its tail. Her friends laughed and smiled as they learned. "This is so much fun," they said. Max watched Maya teach with pride. "You're a natural teacher, Maya. You make learning easy and fun." Maya felt happy knowing she was helping her friends. She loved using the shadow technique to learn and teach new words. Maya's friends wanted to learn more words. Maya chose sun and music. For sun, she imagined a shadow of a person wearing sunglasses. For music, she imagined a shadow of a person playing a guitar. Her friends laughed and repeated the words. Sun, music, sun, music. They said. Max clapped his hands. "Excellent. You're all learning so fast. Maya, you're an amazing teacher." Maya beamed with pride. She loved seeing her friends learn and grow. The shadow technique was making learning fun for everyone. One day, Maya's friends asked her to teach them a bigger word, generous. Maya thought for a moment, then smiled. "I've got it," she exclaimed. She imagined a shadow of a person giving a big hug to someone else. That's what generous means, giving love and kindness to others. Her friends nodded, understanding. "We get it. Generous is like a big hug." Max patted Maya on the back. "Well done, Maya. You're not only teaching words but also their meanings and values. You're an incredible teacher." Maya felt happy knowing she was making a difference in her friends' lives. The shadow technique was helping them learn and grow together. As Maya and her friends continued to learn and grow, they realized that the shadow technique was not only for words but also for life lessons. They applied the technique to remember important values like kindness, empathy, and courage. Max smiled, seeing the positive impact on the group. "You all have become a team, supporting and encouraging each other. The shadow technique has become a powerful tool for your personal growth." Maya felt grateful for the journey. "We couldn't have done it without each other," she said, looking at her friends. Max nodded. "That's the spirit. Learning is a journey, and with the shadow technique, you'll always have the support and resources you need to succeed." Maya and her friends celebrated their progress, knowing they had discovered a lifelong learning tool. The shadow technique had unlocked their potential, and they were eager to continue exploring new words, values, and experiences together. Max smiled, proud of his students. You've mastered the shadow technique, but more importantly, you've learned the value of teamwork, creativity, and perseverance. Keep shining, and never stop learning. And with that, Maya's journey came full circle. She had discovered a powerful technique, made lifelong friends, and developed a love for learning that would stay with her forever. Maya, a bright student, struggled to remember vocabulary words until she met Max, who taught her the shadow technique. This technique helps associate words with mental images and emotions, making them easier to recall. Maya mastered the technique, learned many new words, and even taught her friends. Together, they applied the technique to learn life values like kindness and courage. In the end, Maya's journey showed her the power of teamwork, creativity, and lifelong learning.